Right, so we've just filmed a video of our full reaction to Joker 2. And that was a spoiler video. We went through everything, our thoughts on all the scenes and everything that was in there. Now, if you guys haven't seen the film like we hadn't until 30 seconds ago, we want to try to do a review for you guys without spoiling the whole the film itself. So I'll start. I felt like the way that they portrayed the movie in terms of at the beginning, the colour scheme, the middle colour scheme, the end colour scheme, it really matches with the feeling at the time of the movie. And I did really like the way that they'd done that. However, I feel like we did mention this in the last video, but without a spoiler there, it felt a bit long.
Yes, it did feel long. I will say the beginning, the initial opening scene, got us way more excited than the whole movie did.
Yeah, no, I agree. So at the beginning, there's a scene in there. It's like literally the opening scene.
Yeah,
and I felt like it was going to set the film up so strong, and then it kind of didn't. But at the same time, I like the fact we went from like this bit here to that bit there to then grow again.
I did like that.
It did grow
I'm
the
just
film.
saying, the end of the whole movie, I did expect a little bit more.
Yeah, so I think if you do watch the film, you'll have the same experience as us where throughout the film, it kind of has you guessing of what's going to come next.
Yes.
And you're never right.
You're not.
You're never right, which kind of is good because you're always guessing what's going to happen next. But it's one of them things, you know, like when you're watching something, and like, do you know when you watch a game show, and it's like, A is the right answer, and you know it's the right answer, and you keep going, A, and they just never say A, and it frustrates the life out of you. It felt a bit like that, because you're like, I really wanted to go down this avenue, and it just doesn't do it.
But there's some parts, obviously not going to speak on, but where you can predict, if you are a big DC fan, you can predict, like with the
certain parts. I know which bit you're on about, and again, when you guys watch it, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
There was a couple of times I turned around to you and says, "Oh, this is going to happen there."
Yeah,
and it did happen.
And it did happen. I think overall, did I like the movie? We rated it 6 out of 10, and the reason for that is you'll hear lots of reviews out there about singing and it being a musical. I would not class this film as a musical,
no.
Not at all. However, is there too much singing?
For my liking, yes.
Yes.
In the beginning, perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
And it brought the scenes to the scenes.
It had meaning.
At the end, and I do think this is a lot down to how long the movie is, though.
Yeah.
And that's why you start.
I
wouldn't say get sick, but you could do without it.
No, I'd say you get sick. I was sick.
I wasn't sick because, like, I did like the movie. I liked the first one much better. But you're the same. You weren't.
Yeah, so I'm one of them. I wasn't sure about the first one. It took a couple of days to reflect on it. And to be fair, that I was the same with the first Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman. At first, I went to watch it, and I hated it. And my wife said I was wrong. So the next day, I invited you over, and we went to the pictures.
I loved it.
And the second time I'm watching it, I had a completely different take on it, and now it's possibly up there. Take away the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight trilogy. I love it.
Yeah,
and I can sit and watch that film over and over again.
We've already written out Batman's, so that's on a different. The video will be here,
just up there.
Okay, just up there. Then it says there. But
depends where I sit. I can't. It'll be up here, on the little eye. But yeah, so I feel like this film here, in a couple of years' time, we'll look back on it and we'll go, did it hit the mark? No.
Do you know what it is? There was quite a few bits in it that did hit the mark for me, and I was. Well, I think I've seen you looking at us when certain parts were on, and I was giddy. My feet were going, and I was like, oh. Yeah. But then other parts, I could do without. Like
but for me, 4 or 5 very, very well shot scenes do not make a movie.
But that's another thing for me. Oh, the suits that he wears. Not going to spoil any of them, but hit every mark. every mark for me.
Yeah, no, the ones where he's in suits are really good. I'd say overall, it's very much another dark, gritty Joker movie.
Yes.
So,
but we were expecting that from the
first
first one.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people who don't like DC, don't like superheroes, don't care about the Joker, really enjoy the first Joker.
Oh, yeah.
As a standalone film, it's about a guy that has mental health issues.
Yep.
Struggling to find his place in the world, gets massively overlooked, bullied, ridiculed, and eventually just snaps. And he goes nuts.
Which,
and then he gets a problem.
Which could possibly happen in real life.
Which is why it's very it's relatable. The second one, again, is very much a similar avenue. It's a guy that's struggling with up here on who he is and who he wants to be.
Yeah.
Within the follow-on of the movie, he feels like he finds a place and he loses a place. He finds a place. It's a very up and down film again.
And the love interest that's splitting them too.
Yeah, exactly. But it's as a whole, it's very chaotic, and it takes a lot of brain power to sit and watch and realise what's actually going on.
I will say, I noticed a couple of times through the movie, on the parts that we could do without, you kind of drifted off. I noticed that because there was a scene that we did talk about downstairs.
I missed.
Yeah, missed it completely, and I asked you about it, and you were like, "Nah," and I was like,
"Yeah, I missed it."
Did you know what you just
watched?
But
yeah, but it's because when something goes on too many times, I switch off. This is us just kind of going on about it. We're really struggling not to spoil anything.
See, but that's my thing as well, you know. We've rated it 6, but I was glued to the TV the whole time. But I think it's because I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah. No, and to be fair, I should have been the same. I also was searching the second Easter egg. So I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, fair.
Because when someone kind of hits me, I'm like, is that what I think it is? Let's search it.
I knew from the start when we seen the first Easter egg, I knew it was an Easter egg, I just didn't know what it was off.
I was the same. I had to search it. I had to search it.
I think we both said it to each other.
What's that? I wonder if that's got to be yeah. Anyone that's out there that kind of enjoys DC Easter eggs, we only picked up 3.
Yeah.
3. We picked up 3. Please watch it. Let us know how many you get.
I don't know if we can class it as an Easter egg, but the thing I was going on about the other movie with the suit that I was talking about.
That's not really an Easter egg.
No, it's just a spin. Like,
no, to be fair, I mean, it's not an Easter egg, but it is definitely a calling towards that film.
You could
if you watch DC,
and if you like the Joker, like, because it's mostly about the Joker. If you go, that's why I know, because I love the Joker. So that's why I know about that section. Like I said, pulled it from the comic books and that. So
if you like the Joker, you follow the Joker. There's definitely a lot of throwbacks to different iterations of him, which is good. I think we're going to wrap this up because I'm really struggling not to spoil anything. Please watch the film because you guys need to have your own opinion on it. Because every opinion I've heard up to now, I wouldn't say fully reflects how I feel about it.
Yeah. No, so, I understand that totally.
The way I feel about it is different the way you feel about it. There's certain scenes that I didn't really like that you liked and scenes I liked that you didn't really like. And you guys will be the exact same. So please watch it. Go to the spoiler video. Leave your comments down below what you really thought and what scenes you liked.
Before we leave, I've got another fun fact for you.
Go on then.
Did you know the first initial reason why bubble wrap was made?
Now, I do.
Well, you're not going to spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it. So, no, Billy. I don't know why the original...
The first original reason for making bubble wrap was for wallpapering. It was supposed to be wallpaper.
Do you know what it is, though? Imagine if that...
I'd be bouncing me off the
wall. So that was our conclusion. No spoilers on The Joker 2. Overall, just a quick wrap up. I rated 6 out of 10. Didn't quite hit the mark for me, unfortunately.
I'm the same, 6 out of 10. I would like it to go other directions, but like I said, 6 out of 10 for the movie that it is.
Yeah. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Remember, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
See you next week.
Like, subscribe.